And I talk often about this false, stupid, idiotic Bible called the Message. It is a New Age Bible that is being used in thousands of churches all across this country and all across this world. It's crazy. Here's what the Message Bible says in that verse. Our Father in heaven, reveal who you are, set the world right, do what's best, as above, so below. Need I say more? And we can see all around this emblems of the desire of mankind for this heavenly beast, evil angel realm to come down to us and rule and reign over us. In fact, we even sent them a beacon. We sent them two signals telling them that it's okay for them to come down to us and reign over us. When did we do that? The constellations, the groups of stars, the visible stars, are classified and they're arranged, and of course God arranged them, but the scientists and everybody's classified. There are 88 of those constellations, okay? Beasts, angels, evil angels. There are 88 of them, okay? September 11th, 2001, terrible event. What happened after that was that for 33 nights, we sent what was called into the heavens the towers of light. On one tower of light there were 44 bulbs. On the other tower there was 44 bulbs, 88 in all. We sent a message to the heavens saying, let's go ahead and start the new world order. These animals, these beasts, these evil angels want to control the things that are going on. He favors the undertaking of a new world order. They are the ones who are in favor of bringing in a new world order. In the Capitol Dome, the Capitol Dome is encircled by the 12 signs of the Zodiac. Here it is, the rotunda part of the U.S. Capitol. We have George Washington, who is the as above, so below God sitting there. And he is surrounded by, and we're sort of dealing with this idea of as above, so below. In other words, these kingdom of the constellations are presenting themselves to planet Earth, and now planet Earth is being brought to a day when we want these guys to come down and rule over us instead of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So we see it in the Capitol building. Here in the rotunda, you have the God, George Washington, the apotheosis, man becoming God, and he is surrounded by all these women here. Now remember, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. Well, if you count these, there's exactly 13 of them. Okay? The procession of the constellations, the Zodiac, now the 13 signs of the Zodiac, encircling, looking down, gazing down from the Capitol Rotunda down to all of the lawmakers in Washington, D.C., favoring their undertaking. Even in the Great Seal of the United States, how many stars do we have present there? There's 13. That's the 13 signs of the Zodiac, bringing in a new world order. And this goes all the way back, and I didn't have really time to compile the information this week. It'd probably be for another video or whatever. But even in something I learned years ago, even the arrangement of the Great Pyramids in Giza, okay, they arrange perfectly with the belt or the bands of Orion. As above, so below. The belt of Orion, if you'll notice this graphic here, the belt or the bands of Orion, those three stars there, they point you in a straight line to what was the #1 preeminent God star of all of the kingdom of Egypt, and that was the star Sirius. It was referred to as the dog star. And anytime you saw a dog or a jackal in Egyptian engravings or hieroglyphics or whatever it was a reference to the star of Isis, Mystery Babylon the Great. That's who she is, 13 words. The star Sirius was associated with Isis, and it was like their main god star. I've read a lot of books, UFO things like that. All throughout the UFO movement, the New Age movement, all the occult realms, they have always worshipped the God star of Sirius. Now, Sirius is just a star. God is the one who created those stars. We even have a radio company. It's satellite radio is what it is. What we've done is we put an artificial star in the sky, and we called it Sirius. Notice the logo here, the dog, the star, the all-seeing eye star logo of Sirius Satellite Radio. Okay? It represents the God of the New World Order, or Lucifer himself. Sirius, and if you, I don't know if you don't know much about astronomy, I can recognize Orion, and when I go out at night on a clear night, I can see that Orion's belt points directly in a straight line to what is the brightest star of the night. Okay, the brightest star of the night, which is Sirius. And this, if we think now of this image, and I'm getting to this now, if we think now of this image here of Sirius being an emblem of Lucifer himself, who falls to the earth. I'm going to show you a clip, a movie that you probably watched that, you know, movies are designed to really suck us in. And we go, oh, wow, and we always root for the hero. In this case, in this particular movie, the hero was a man by the name of Truman Burbank. Truman Burbank was owned by a company, and he was born to be a TV show person. Okay, his whole life was going to be, I don't know if you saw the movie, his whole life was going to be a TV show. I went back and I watched this thing because there was something that just amazed me about it. I want you to watch the very opening scene of this movie as Truman Burbank now comes out of his house. The cameras are on him, and Truman is in this, he's in this big, gigantic dome chamber called Sea Haven. And he's trapped there. And everybody around him is an actor or an actress. And he's inside this dome chamber, and they have a fake sun, they have a fake moon, and they have fake stars. These are like studio lights. And so I want you to notice now the first scene of the Truman Show, where Truman is now going to receive enlightenment that things are not what he thought they were. Take a look.
It's me. Come on, Pluto.
A star falls from heaven. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? And this star is not like Gemini, it's not Castor and Pollux, it's not Rachel, it's not Betelgeuse. This star is Sirius, the god of Egypt. That's who this star, and the star falls from heaven, and now Truman is beginning to find out that things are not what they seemed. And now Truman is going to start looking for a way out of the chamber that he's in. And by the way, the guy who is the producer of the show, that he calls himself, you'll hear this, the creator, who dwells in the moon and he dwells in the star from his control booth there. His name is Christoph. Okay, who is of Christ. He is a picture of God, Christ, who has Truman trapped in the dome chamber. Okay, think about the beast in the pit, and he's locked in there. But Truman's going to escape, so he gets on a boat. He goes out. He literally rises up out of the sea. We notice that he ascends a staircase of 18 steps. I counted these. That's 6 plus 6 plus 6. Listen to the language. In fact, even at one point in the Truman Show, you see the producer, the creator, Christoph, should have waved his hand over his son inside of this dome chamber. And I want you to notice his ring. It has 4 sections to it of 3 dots apiece. That's the Zodiac, people. And I want you to listen to the language now as Truman now has ascended his 18-step staircase, and he's about ready to rise up out of the dome chamber, out of the sea. Listen to what's said.
Who are you? I am the Creator. Then who am I? You're the star.
I am the Creator, and you're the star. And now the star, and the movie ends with the star rising up out of the pit, coming out into freedom. People are being trained in this great paradigm shift by the Zodiac. I told you earlier, this word Zodiac, you know what it means. The first part is Zoe or Zoa. When we go to the zoo, we go to the place where they keep all the animals, the beasts, the living creatures. That's what Zoa means. It means living creatures. Or the Bible uses 2 different phrases. It uses, number one, in Ezekiel and Revelation 4, it uses living creatures, and then it says beasts. So they are the same thing. Okay? And remember, these are not earthly beasts. These are 4th dimensional spirit realm creatures. Okay? The word Zodiac literally means circle of beasts. Circle of these evil angels that, I want you to get this now, they encompass the earth. And when I saw that, I immediately, I started saying, God, there are places in the Bible where the enemies encompassed God's people. I'm going to show you some of those. I'm going to show you what God showed me this week. Psalm 22, I want you to think of Jesus on the cross. Okay? Because it starts out, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? That's what Jesus said on the cross. Why art thou so far from helping me and from the words of my roaring? Oh my God, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not, and in the night season, and am not silent. So there's the procession there of the 12 zodiacs. Now I'm going to show you this, okay? I found 6. I wish I could have found more. I found 6 of the zodiac signs inside of Psalm 22. Notice this. But thou art he that took me out of the womb. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breast. I was cast upon thee from the womb. Thou art my God from my mother's belly. Jesus was born of a virgin. And there's the sign of Virgo in Psalm 22. Psalm 22:12. Many bulls have, notice this, compassed me. Now I'm going to stop right here. Here we have Taurus. He's the bull. He represents this kingdom of beasts that are circling. And that word compass in the Bible, by the way, the Masonic symbol of the compass. Think about it. Okay? The compass, they compass about Jesus Christ. They're surrounding Him. That's the circle of these 13 constellations, or these 13 zodiac signs, encompassing planet Earth to destroy them. And here they were. The Bible is showing you the spiritual picture of what took place at the cross. They compassed Him. Many bulls have compassed me. That's Taurus. Strong bulls of Bashan have beset me round. So we have Virgo, and now we have Taurus. Psalm 22:13. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and a roaring lion. So there's Leo compassing Jesus. Psalm 22:14. I am poured out like water. There's Aquarius, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted in the midst of my bowels. There is Aquarius pouring out the vengeance of Almighty God.